How different is it from having a talent? You know, my cells happen to be able to do something that other cells can't. You know, so you're very talented in something. You make a lot. You profit from that talent, don't you?
Yes.
Or people profit from it as well, but you also get a cut. It's like royalties, right? My song was really good, right? So people, I can sell my song. It's my song, though, even though it's just out there.
Right,
I made it. It's gone. It's no longer mine because I made it and it's out there.
You can sell your song, right? But if your song is on a CD and you drop it on the bus and a record producer picks it up,
it's not my song
you
anymore.
don't have it patented. They can technically.
So I drop my wallet by accident.
They can use some of the lyrics. They can change it around,
take my
experiment
wallet,
with the song tones, and create a whole new song.
Yeah, you know what happened actually? I swear this is a true story. My godfather, Clifford Street, wrote the script for Sex and the City, and someone stole it from him. And he said like he couldn't do anything about it because he just did it. Someone stole it. It's basically like the same concept, isn't it?
I can't say that. I don't see how that's okay.
Right.
That's like that movie, Big Fat Lie.
Oh yeah.
Yes. I mean, stealing obviously is wrong, but if someone just like picks it up and doesn't steal, picks it up from the ground, they change the song that you made. They experiment with the beats and the lyrics, and they make a whole like new song, a better song from the backbone of your song. Then of course.
Lillian, ask this question for me. Ask this question for me. You know the question I'm going to ask?
I'm not sure. I can read your mind.
Can I copyright my cells? So this can be avoided. If I copyright my cells or get a patent on my cells, this is my cell, and then if that were to be used and made for profit, I would need royalties from that, correct?
I like
copyright.
That's like a patent or copyright. That's definitely that's. I mean, that's
Does that
sort of
exist?
possible. But the thing is, these aren't any cells. These are cancer cells. These aren't the person's normal cells. So if the person's
They're
cells
cells nonetheless.
mutate, they're not the original cells
that's
that
small.
technically the law could say they're not the original cells that were patented.
Okay, well, so any sort of form of cell that is in your body.
Ah.
Not in your body anymore. They discarded it.
Okay, that is what came from your body.
I mean, that's possible, but that's the whole thing. Is that's a bit extreme. These cases don't show up every single day. They do show up often, however. And the thing is, it's almost like a play-by-ear situation where each judge every single time has a different ruling. So countless judges will rule in favor of the people who had their cells taken from them, and other countless judges will rule in the favor of the doctors. It's about the standpoint of whether or not how they feel about the subject, and that opinion changes from person to person. Like David believes that it's completely wrong, and a lot of people agree with that, but other people say that, oh, there's nothing wrong with it at all.
Okay.
Are you really gonna copyright?
Any other comments, questions, or concerns? The opinion of others? Anyone else? Want to throw in your
I don't
sense?
like this law, and that's all I have.
I'm gonna make a law that you can get your cells copyrighted. And I'm gonna make feelings off it.
Yeah, you don't get
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Would you want
I'm
yourself
gonna get insurance on my.
Okay.
I'm gonna get Geico.
Right.
They should just ask the question, oh, your blood's going to be discarded. Can we use it for this such and such? Like, there should be a law passed, like, if asked, or if asked to use your blood for whatever cause, whatever for science, it should be asked, like, after they take it.
Exactly. I don't think many people are going to say no to that.
And not many people are
Well, I
going to
think
say
maybe.
no.
What?
I think that if someone asked me, can we use your cells for science, I'd be like, okay, that's fine, I don't really mind. But since they told me, I think it's okay. I don't think many people are going to say no.
I'll say
They
yeah, as
don't
long as
think
you
about
throw
it.
me some profit if you make millions.
Well, then nobody's going to say.
But that's
oh,
the thing, you would have to get that in writing beforehand. See, that's what Keisha proposed, was they actually say to you, oh, do you mind if we use your cells? But according to this, they don't have to ask because it was discarded from your body. That's why some people
call
find
my
it
lawyer, have him write it up, writes it up, you both sign it, you know. My cells make millions, I make
disclaimers. Oh, you could definitely have like a disclaimer in this issue would definitely be a good idea because.
So
It doesn't
why
have
have
any
you?
money to yourself.
But is this law saying like that, like just because a lady gives birth to a baby, it's not her baby anymore, just because it's not in her
discarded
body
out of
and
her
her
body?
body anymore?
No, that's a living human
Exactly,
being
but
with its
this
own
is
mind
a-
and its own. It has its own mind, so it can think for itself. So the human being, the baby isn't part of her body. The baby is a baby.
But it still came out from her body. It's
Yeah,
her
but it's
cells
a
that came
separate
from her
human
body.
being.
It's a separate
It's not
human being.
her.
It didn't come out from
I
her
know, but
body.
I'm saying
It came
that-
from a conjunction of cells from the father and the mother. It's not
Exactly,
like,
but-
oh, I just grew this baby out of my womb. Let me give birth to it. Oh, this is my cell.
Okay,
It's
but,
not like that.
But still, a cell should be considered very important, like a baby is, because that's still yours. It's your property.
I completely
Yeah, like what
agree with
happens
that.
if right now, if I like break my chest open and I take out my heart, it's not my heart anymore?
You die.
You would die.
But I'm saying like it's not.
You would die, and not only would that part be
You
used
get blood all over the floor.
for scientific research, but they
Would
could
laugh at
definitely
you.
have,
Rip your heart
they
out.
could definitely say, no, in no way can we give you profit when David actually discarded this heart on his own. You discard it, because if you discard the tissue yourself, it's even more important. Yes.
Thank you very much. Last question.
Charles.
Where is the issue of Harriet? Is it?
Henrietta.
Henrietta.
Yeah, laugh.
Where is the issue now? I mean, is because of this case, there's not going to be any reparation. I mean, what Johns Hopkins? What's the prognosis then? Where is the issue right now?
Right. Well, in 2009, they have a picture of the Lax family, and today, this book was made in 2009, and today the Lax family still yet to see a dime, and they haven't gotten recognition from Johns Hopkins.
Are they trying to?
They did go with a doctor to Johns Hopkins to see their mother's cells in a microscope, and they got a picture of it. Some of the doctors felt bad, and they like said, oh, I'm sorry, I feel bad about this. But Johns Hopkins formally, as the hospital, has not given recommendations. And what was I going to say about
Are they
the
trying to
Lax
get
families?
money?
Henrietta Lacks wasn't even known worldwide at all. It was a huge secret until much later, when there was a magazine article celebrating the doctor who actually found these cells. They were celebrating it was his death. There was an article about his death, and they, in passing by, they mentioned Henrietta Lacks' name, which is interesting because before that, like, scientists thought her name was Helen Lane because they called the cells HeLa cells,
yeah.
H-E-L-A, and so they thought it could have been any name. They thought it was Helen Lane or Henrietta Lane or so, and it actually turned out to be Henrietta Lacks. No one knew until 30 years after this happened. And the lady did not get any recognition at all. And now, in a sense, she's getting some recognition with this book. It was on the Oprah's book club, and they're making a movie out of it. Oprah and HBO and the author Rebecca Skloot are actually making a movie, like a docudrama sort of about Henrietta Lacks' life. And
There's
so
nothing
hopefully
they
it's
can
gonna get
do, right?
exposure. What?
There's nothing the family could do, right?
I mean,
Set in stone.
they don't have the money for a lawyer. They couldn't sue. I mean,
Even if they did though, like, what could they sue for?
Right, that's the
The
thing.
law clearly states that once it's taken
This is
out.
the law in
But
California.
that wasn't in California anyway.
Right, it was actually in the Northeast, in Baltimore.
Well, it's interesting.
But I mean, it could be interesting to see what would happen if they did sue. That's what wraps up my lesson.
What if I sue for that?
Interesting.
I'm gonna tell my dad to
Thank you guys.
We have